If your Roblox game keeps breaking every time you add a new feature, it's probably not because your code is bad. It's because your scripts don't own anything. See, most people have a very messy Explorer window. So they'll put scripts inside of server script service, and most newer scripters especially, they won't have any modules. Like, they won't use module scripts. And when you don't have module scripts in your game at all, or they're just very loosely used and you don't use them to store certain values, you end up having all kinds of scripts in your game that can change things that should not be able to be changed in your game. So without module scripts, usually you end up without permanence. So there's certain values that you want to stay permanent, like this pet has this name, and you only get it if you have VIP. There's also functions that you want to stay permanent. Like, you have this function in this module script and you want to use it across scripts. Like in my game, Steal a Bus, which was a little steal a game I made, I had a function that would move the bus to your base, but I reused that function across scripts, not by copy pasting it into different scripts, but by putting it into a module script. When it's in a module script, you can call the function in every other script in your game as long as it's accessible by that script. Like, module scripts need to be accessed by either the server or the client, or both sometimes. So the core problem at the end of the day is that devs don't have a single place responsible for deciding everything in their game. And that makes it so that everything sort of works until it doesn't. This is why your game works at 3 scripts and dies at 10. So the one rule is this: every system needs to have a single owner. The owner is the only place that decides. Everything else asks, never decides. So if 2 scripts can change the same thing, your game's already broken. It just hasn't exploded yet. So here's a simple folder layout to look at what I'm talking about. So right here inside of server script service, we have a folder called systems, and that holds currency service, right? Which would be a very basic script. We don't have anything in here because this is an example. That basically manages currency in your game and gives it to players, takes it away, maybe even saves it and retrieves it from a data store. But then inside of replicated storage, we have the currency config. Now this is the thing that devs usually miss. So replicated storage shares data. So this is a module script that shares all the currency data across the game, relevant to whatever we're doing with this code, so that it is the same across the server and the client. This isn't advanced architecture. This is the bare minimum to survive and have your game not fall apart. So I accidentally made this currency service a server script, but that should also be a module script. So for an example, we would have currency service with a few functions. So we'd have currency service.add, currency service.remove, and currency service.get. So other scripts will call currency service and never modify currency values directly. So if I deleted every other script, this still works. And that's how you know that it owns the system, because everything's routed through this. If we're going to add currency, we use whatever function would be written here. If we're going to remove currency, we use whatever would be written in there. If we're going to get the currency value of a certain player, we pull it from there. And that logic would stay consistent even if we didn't have any other scripts in this game, which right now we don't. But just imagine there's other scripts in here using this code, right? We could delete those, rewrite everything, like the player join function, to give them their currency from their data store. And as long as we're pulling from this, the logic is going to stay the same. But inconsistencies would come in if we started to change the value of their currency directly, because now we don't have a single owner of that information and of the logic we use to get it or change it. So one of the fastest ways that this all breaks is putting logic inside of local scripts instead of server scripts. Local scripts should request things. Server scripts should decide things. Most devs with a bit of experience know this, because generally we want the server to manage big things like currency and changing that so that hackers can't come in, or exploiters, and take currency that isn't theirs and add to their balance wrongly. Because if that's all opened up on client, your game's vulnerable. But what we're talking about isn't about security so much as it's about organization. So for example, a local script could handle the inputs and the visuals of the player. Like for a gun system, it could handle the buttons, the UI, the camera, the effects. But the server script would handle the rules and the truth, like currency, damage, cooldowns, multipliers, headshots. All of that needs to be permanent on the server. It can't be handled by the client. First of all, exploiters obviously could adjust it if it's on the client, but also it's just poor organization and it's going to cause things to be inconsistent. Oh, this gun is supposed to do 20 damage, but on the server it says it should do 50. What's going on here? It says 20 on the client, 50 on the server. Where did we go wrong? You didn't have a single source of truth, and that should usually, basically always, default to the server. So another way that people mess up is copy pasting logic just for now. You cannot just copy paste functions across your code, for example, or copy paste a list of damage and recoil values for guns and have that across 10 scripts rather than having one module script as a source of truth. It will cause problems down the line. It will make things harder. So just set it up right from the start. Keep your functions, keep your values, ideally in a single module script per system, whatever needs to be permanent. The prices of items are a good example that comes to mind. You want those to always be the same. Another problem is over-modularizing too early. So this is the other failure mode. And it might sound contradictory to the last one, but it's not. A lot of devs will split their code into too many different modules, too many different functions before they know the overall structure of their game. And this isn't an excuse to just spam module scripts for no reason. You got to do it when you know, A, you need a function to be permanent and used across scripts with certainty, or B, that you need to save certain values permanently and track them across scripts. And you need to know that you're going to be doing that repeatedly. So most newer devs use module scripts like, oh, I should be using this, so I'm just going to put everything in a module script. Like, no. Ask yourself, does this need a new module? And is this going to be permanent? If the answer is no, don't do it. You can use a module script for multiple functions for a single sector of your game. Module scripts can even get very long, so keep that one in mind as well. And the final one, I'll clean it later. You just won't. Nobody does it. Most new devs and intermediate devs too don't do it, so don't make this excuse. Do it from the start. And even if you do end up doing it later, it just gets harder as time goes on. Anytime that I actually take the time to build out modules, I thank myself later. And I realize, oh wow, I'm moving a lot faster now because I've actually structured this game right. There's a single source of truth for my functions and for key values in the game. And then keep this in mind. Structure problems don't look like errors. They look like confusion. So if you're getting confused, there's a good chance you misstructured something along the line. So this isn't the only way to structure Roblox games. It's the minimum way, the very simple way that doesn't collapse. If you want a clear path from beginner to building real games without guessing, that's what Scripting Secrets is built for. I'm not going to over push it, but you can join that in the description. And I'll see you next time. We're doing more of these practical tutorials. We're still doing strategy first videos as well and Roblox business topics, but we're sprinkling these in here for the people who want to learn scripting, building, modeling, UI design, and the concrete core fundamentals of those. So continue watching for more of that content, and I'll see you next time.